Welcome to today's episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. We're diving into the fascinating world of English grammar, where we'll master phrases and their vital roles in sentence construction. Phrases are more than just a collection of words, they form the backbone of effective communication. Whether you're writing an essay or having a conversation, understanding phrases can make your message clearer and more engaging. So, grab your notebooks, and let's get started on this journey to enrich your English skills. To begin with, let's define what a phrase is. In English grammar, a phrase is a group of words that work together to perform a single function in a sentence. Unlike a clause, a phrase doesn't include a subject-verb combination. Phrases are essential as they help us create vivid imagery, clarify meaning, and structure our thoughts in both spoken and written communication. Today, we'll explore 5 major types of phrases: noun phrases, verb phrases, prepositional phrases, gerund phrases, and infinitive phrases. Let's dive into each category, starting with noun phrases. A noun phrase is a group of words that acts as a noun in a sentence. This includes a noun, known as the head word, along with any modifiers that provide more information about the noun. For example, in the sentence, "The tall man entered the room," the tall man is the noun phrase acting as the subject. Similarly, in "She bought a beautiful red dress," the noun phrase "a beautiful red dress" serves as the object. Another example is "They talked about the rise of artificial intelligence," where the rise of artificial intelligence is the noun phrase. Now, why do noun phrases matter? They allow us to add details and specificity, transforming basic nouns into richly descriptive phrases. Instead of saying just book, imagine saying the old dusty book from the attic. This not only paints a clearer picture but also captivates the listener or reader. Next, let's look at verb phrases. A verb phrase comprises the main verb and its auxiliary, or helping, verbs. Together, they express actions, conditions, or states of being. For example, in "She has been working since morning," the verb phrase is "has been working." In another case, "They will be traveling to Europe next month," "will be traveling" is the verb phrase. And in "He should have told the truth," should have told forms our verb phrase. An interesting tip about verb phrases is that the main verb carries the primary meaning of the action, while assisting verbs help adjust tense, mood, or voice, like the difference between passive and active constructions. Now we move on to prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase starts with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun, referred to as the object of the preposition. These phrases function as adjectives or adverbs, providing additional information regarding time, place, direction, or cause. For instance, in "The keys are on the table," the phrase "on the table" tells us where the keys are, while in "They met after the meeting" indicates when they met. Prepositional phrases add depth and clarity to our sentences. Instead of a simple statement like "he ran," you could say "he ran toward the stadium," which gives us a clearer picture of his actions. Moving forward, we have gerund phrases. A gerund is a verb that ends in ing and functions as a noun. A gerund phrase includes the gerund along with any modifiers or objects tied to it. For example, "Swimming in the ocean is my favorite activity," uses "swimming in the ocean" as a gerund phrase acting as the subject. Another instance is "He enjoys playing the guitar," where "playing the guitar" acts as the object. Additionally, in "They talked about going to the concert," "going to the concert" is the gerund phrase functioning as the object of the preposition "about." It's important to note that while gerunds come from verbs, they always function as nouns. If you can replace a gerund with a standard noun, and your sentence still makes sense, then it's likely a gerund phrase. Lastly, let's discuss infinitive phrases. An infinitive is the base form of a verb that's preceded by to, such as to run or to read. An infinitive phrase includes this infinitive along with any modifiers or complements. Infinitive phrases can act as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs in a sentence. For example, in the phrase "to win the prize was her dream," to win the prize serves as the subject. In "He has a plan to improve his English," to improve his English acts as an adjective modifying plan. Finally, consider "She arrived early to catch the train," were to catch the train functions as an adverb explaining why she arrived early. It's crucial to differentiate between infinitives and prepositional phrases. For instance, to the store is a prepositional phrase because it follows the preposition to, while to eat lunch is an infinitive phrase because it's followed by a verb. Now, let's compare the different types of phrases we've covered. Noun phrases act as nouns, like the excited student. Verb phrases consist of verbs, for instance, has been studying. Prepositional phrases can function as adjectives or adverbs, such as under the table. Gerund phrases serve as nouns, like reading books before bed, while infinitive phrases can act in various ways, like to learn English quickly. Each of these phrases contributes to our ability to communicate effectively. Understanding these different types will allow you to craft more sophisticated and nuanced sentences. The ability to identify and employ these phrases will significantly enhance your fluency and writing skills. Now let's put this knowledge to the test with a practical exercise. Imagine a scenario where a group of friends decides to have a day in the park. In the paragraph describing their experience, you can find various examples of the 5 phrase types we've discussed. You can identify nouns, verbs, prepositions, gerunds, and infinitives all working together to create an engaging story. For example, in the sentence, the group of friends decided to explore the new park, the group of friends serves as a noun phrase. Additionally, phrases like to explore the new park indicate purpose with an infinitive. As you analyze the paragraph, focus on how these phrases enhance the clarity and richness of the narrative. The exercise will reinforce your understanding of how each type of phrase plays a specific role in sentence structure and meaning. By recognizing these phrases in practice, you will gain a deeper understanding of their functions in communication. Remember, practicing identification and usage of these phrases is key to mastering English grammar. To recap, we explored 5 major types of phrases in English grammar. We started with noun phrases, which act as nouns in sentences and provide clarity and detail. Next, we discussed verb phrases, which consist of the main action verbs and their help, showing actions and states. Then, we learned about prepositional phrases, which give context by indicating relationships in time and place. We also covered gerund phrases, where verbs transform into nouns, and finally, infinitive phrases that act in multiple ways, showcasing purpose and intent. Understanding these phrases enhances our communication skills and helps in structuring our thoughts effectively. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you found this exploration of English phrases enriching and helpful. Mastering phrases not only enhances your writing but also improves your speaking skills. Don't forget to practice identifying and using these phrases in your daily communication. Join us next time for more exciting insights into the English language. Until then, keep practicing and stay curious.